Texans and the Texas State Bears. For the better part of a century, the Sooners and Longhorns have defined conferences, national titles, and how regions of the country are perceived based on the outcome of this game. When these two meet, everybody pays attention. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Coming out with it, it's Alchuk. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The offense lining up for a first down play. The run to the left. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. You can't help but think back to last year, Jesse, when Oklahoma figured out a way to win that close game.
And Reese, Texas has been reminded every day this past year about losing that game close, too. So you knew, David, coming out in this one, they were going to be amped up and ready.
And you know the juices are flowing early in the game. Like, this is not a friendly rivalry. OU doesn't like Tech.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it on the left. He's running free down the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Sooner.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they look like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Takes this from inside the 5. First down for the offense. Here's the give off the left side. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, the pirouette. He's got room. And he breaks into the open. Past the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed, and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go downfield. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
On to attempt the try. Right down the middle. That one's going to get to the star mark decided on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the score. The ball pops out on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back. turns out the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
First down here for the offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Hold down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the top.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Got his man on the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
It's a nice play design there. You get the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Going with the ground game left.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner is stopped. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
They'll ride the hot hand. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference, and now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level. Right? When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships. And now, David, you're adding that to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. It's just an entirely different level.
And it's just fun to watch rivalries in college football. We've lost a lot of them with expansion. This one we get to keep. I love that they're both going to the SEC. They're going to play each other a bunch. We're going to still have this Red River rivalry that gets so many people excited. It's an unbelievable event. We've been there for game day a bunch. It is absolutely crazy.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I love the timing on the jet sweep there. The quarterback snapped it at the perfect moment. He could give it right away to the receiver to get outside, get around the defensive end, and start getting upfield.
Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Through the air, it's Hawkins. Getting some heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
Now facing a 3rd and long. On the option. He'll pitch it. Puts him in the spin cycle. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that one play to pick up the first.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Tosses to the quarterback. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Man, do you have to love the timing with 6 cents to call that play and know to be successful. Jesse, you're looking for big plays when you call trick plays, and a touchdown, that's exactly what you do.
Man, the quarterback was licking his chops too, David. When he got the ball back from the running back, he knew he had his guy wide open. At that point, you're just thinking, don't underthrow it too badly and don't miss this guy. Just give him an opportunity, and the trick play pays off.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. A strike downfield. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds and a perfect way to wrap up the 1st quarter. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. They'll go with the direct snap. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push, you just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You throw it, run it back to them, hand it off, and they'll pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
From the red zone, looking for a space. He'll throw it. It's complete on the right side. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running to that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
The Longhorns have it with a first and goal. Snap it to the back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive game, making your situation really good on time.
He'll take it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! Man, is that dude fast. It's easy to see how this position is evolving more and more to have elite athletes and elite throwers.
Luis, you say easy. I say annoying. Think about the defensive perspective. I got to guard the running back, I got to guard the wide receiver. Oh, and now the quarterback's going to run. Here, you tell me. They couldn't stop it.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Breaks the tackle. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Back to throw, it's Arnold. Fires to the big fella. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, quarterback gets hit, just on the same page with this target.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Pass on the way in, it's picked off. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Off the play fake on first down. Might be looking to run. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Know the situation, know the see anything there? I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
After the missed connection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw into, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Trying to move the sticks on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Got his man all by himself. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Texas. And once he found some daylight in him, was time to make a house call.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida State is running away with this one right now, and it's kind of felt that way since we saw Chief Osceola and Renegade. They're up by 18 over Ohio. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the score.
He wants to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
When you make big plays for your quarterback in the game, you catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. To the air, it's Arnold. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Sooners send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Direct snap. Pass to sticks him still on his feet. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He's looking to throw it. Dances away from the heat. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Dumps it off in the flat. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Third and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock him out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Bell.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you set yourself up now with 4th and inches. Quarterback's going to get it done and keep this drive alive.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right half. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Fair catch called for and made. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Off play action on 1st down. He lets it fly. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. Gets away from 1, finds some space. Looking for more room. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it away to crank up the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Sending the offense back onto the field. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and they got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
2nd down coming up. drop behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. Shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Quickly complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
He uncorks one deep. And he'll boom it in inside the 20. Touchdown, Longhorn! And the pummeling has started. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, you just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 after the 35.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking for a man. It's Arnold. He tries to take the top off. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Here we go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
So that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a connection. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To throw, it's Arnold. Looking left. It's caught downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown Sooners! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt, first half looked bad. It looked like it was weak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Boise State is putting on an offensive clinic, and about the only thing we haven't seen is the Statue of Liberty play. They're up by 21 over Wisconsin. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Texans offense. They'll go with the direct snap. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll get rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
He's got an open man. Oh, look out. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything.
Touchdown, Texans! And the rout is on. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. Running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Now they'll try the right side. Shakes off the tackle. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. With the run on 1st and goal. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. Oh, it's a reverse. And they corral him at the 2-yard line.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
With a deficit like this, unless you just want to get your field goal kicker some work, you might as well go for it and try to get a touchdown. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the scoreboard.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. And picking up the first down will be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. This game always brings out the best in both teams, but today, Jesse, Texas' best was a little better.
And this is a win for them that's going to help their recruiting. Coaches are going to get paid for. But most importantly, David, Texas gets bragging rights for another whole year.
A whole year of bragging. and a whole year of telling OU fans, you're not as good as us. You can throw up the hook 'em horns. You can do it with pride. A lot on the line every year in the Red River rivalry.
It may not be a crown, but it's a hat, and it is golden in this latest edition of the Red River rivalry